back once again. Another edition of Inside the Headset, and I'm on the campus at Oakland, Tennessee, the famous Oakland Patriots, and I'm with the head coach, Kevin Creasy. How you doing, Coach?
Doing well.
Let's jump right into it. Last week was Jamboree week. You took on Laverne and saw a little bit of the video and everything. I'll give you my take first, and then you can take off. The first thing that jumped out at me was plethora of backs.
Right.
You got a nice stable of backs, and didn't run like just one bell cow. You ran several got the playing time, and that was the biggest thing that jumped out at me. You've got some running backs, and that is a nice tool and weapon. It seemed like you were keeping them a little hungry. You wasn't giving just like, okay, you're going to get to do 3 plays. You're going to get to do 3 plays. It was multiple plays, and so take it right there with your stable of backs.
We were real happy that, we have 3 running backs in our base offense. So we went at least 3 or 4 deep. There was over a dozen kids that carried the ball. Definitely really good to keep people fresh and see what they can do in front of the Friday Night Lights. I thought that was a good little dress rehearsal, good opportunity for some younger guys to get some carries. And I thought some guys did really well. I thought they did a nice job under the lights for the first time.
Well, when you say get those guys in, you're talking about when you inject just one in with the core. So we're just going to take one kid out and put just one in, and maybe he's not a part of that true core all the time. He's not the starting core, but it gives him a chance to run, like you said, with that starting core, get used to it, hopefully raise his ability to be at that level with that bunch.
That's right. We've got a guy that went over 1,500 yards. Lazarius Patterson's one of the premier backs in this league. We know what he can do. And sometimes our offensive line maybe is not blocking as well, and he'll make something out of nothing. Those younger guys really show us where we need to work and what we need to work on. And our offensive line stayed in quite a bit the other night, our first bunch. But we put younger backs in so they couldn't just be spoiled with Lazarius Patterson, breaking one outside or cutting one back. We really had to work on our different kind of blocking schemes, and we want a guy like our offensive lineman 4, the 5 are new. We want them to get that experience of playing under the lights and playing with some backs that are young and maybe don't do a lot of impromptu things on their own.
Couple 3-step drops for the quarterback. He looked all right.
Yeah, he threw it twice. One time was like a 50-yard touchdown. The other time he threw it from the left hash all the way to the opposite numbers. So it was about a 12-yard completion. But you look at the throw, it's about a 40-yard pass. So it was right on the money. The timing was good. And the big thing that we've been working on, the protection. The protection was there. So when he has the protection there, he's pretty accurate.
Not going to play Laverne, but let's talk a little bit about Laverne. What'd you like about them?
Laverne is definitely got a lot of good players. But with that being said, you can't just have a lot of good players. You got to be well coached. I'm a big fan of Coach Stevens. Thought he did a good job last year. That's pretty much where I got to watch Laverne a little bit. They beat us in the Jamboree last year. And, I think they're going to do well this year. They had a couple guys that were out that didn't participate. So, it's going to be an interesting matchup between them and tomorrow and Friday.
Oh, that'll be a great game. All right, let's kick it on. Let's move into high gear. Saturday night, the second game at Floyd Stadium, MTSU campus, and Jackson North is coming over. And let's talk to us a little bit about Indian ball, the blue and the gold of Jackson North.
Yeah, Jackson North side has gone through some changes as of late. They've had a school close in Jackson Central Mary.
Okay.
Was a historical powerhouse back in the day, and they've kind of gotten dissolved that school. And there's been players go different directions, and so I don't know if Northside has benefited from that, but I know that they do have some really good players.
Okay.
They've gone through a coaching change. Donnie Dickey, who used to play for the Titans, he was a big safety and a big wedge buster on the kickoff team. A good player that a lot of people in the mid-state remember. He's now the head coach.
Okay.
And, what he's done is assembled a good staff, got a lot of kids in the hallways out. They're pretty senior heavy, look on their defensive side of the ball. They only have 2 underclassmen on defense. They're definitely going to be a tough challenge for us. Definitely have a lot of good sound run game schemes. Definitely play really good defense. So, it'd be interesting for an unfamiliar foe. You know, that's what you see a lot of times in the playoffs. So it's interesting to see how we handle it. It's interesting to see how they handle it. And of course, it's in such a great venue like MTSU Stadium. We're so thankful that MTSU has allowed us to have this doubleheader again. We started it last year. You know, if it wasn't for MTSU and John Jones, it would have just been a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
But they've worked diligently to meet over the summer. They've met over 7-8 times and got this thing rolling, got some corporate sponsorship. You know, Franklin American Mortgage has stepped up to the plate again. We're really proud of what they've done the last 2 years, and they've kept it alive. And like I said, if it wasn't for Middle and John Jones, you know, this thing may not happen. And we hope that it becomes a triple header in the future. We hope that maybe 4 games are played, you know, maybe a couple Friday, a couple Saturday.
Awesome.
Maybe we can get everybody that's in Murfreesboro involved instead of, you know, just a couple teams.
Yeah, and then that way everybody's got a piece of the pie.
I'm telling you, it's all about, you know, getting a good corporate sponsor, and it's all about, you know, trying to build a little bit on this tradition that we've now got for 2 years.
Well, what a bargain. I mean, so what's it cost to come to an Oakland? For one single game here at Oakland, what's it cost?
It costs $7.
It costs $7. So you're going to get 2 games, even though if you pay now, you're going to get them for 10.
That's right.
So you can get a bargain. So you're trying to give them a break now.
That's right.
But unfortunately, those that are probably away that are going to have to travel, I mean, I don't see a way that they could do it. There's not a way we can online.
All 4 schools are selling tickets.
That's good.
Yeah, so we've given all schools have tickets, and like now, you can come to Oakland and get it right now for $10.
Right.
You know, if you're on the other side of town, Riverdale sell them for $10. But if you wait till the last minute, like I usually do,
Yeah.
and you walk up, it's going to be $15.
Well, that'll only go toward the football program facilities and what it takes to put this event on. So I mean, it's not like it's going. It's not like it's not going to a good thing.
Right.
The additional
Yeah.
$5. Come on.
I mean, now listen, it does. You know, there is a lot that goes into this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you just don't call up MTSU and say we want to have a football game.
Right. Yes, and like I said, they have top-notch facilities, and you know
There's security involved. There's electricity involved. You're not. I mean, we're not playing by candlelight.
They did. You know, they did a great job last year. If you looked up in the crowd, you know, they call them the Yellow Jackets. You know,
Yeah.
those guys are stationed everywhere. They're helping the elderly, you know, get to their seats. They're also providing security. They're helping people that are lost. You know, they work 2 games, so it's like they're getting double time.
Yeah.
You know, the security force is working double time. The grounds crew working double time. And then, of course, we've got referees. And those referees like getting paid. You know, they're not doing it out of the kindness of their heart. So we definitely have a lot invested into it. And like I said, maybe in the future we may get a 3rd game, a 4th game. You just never know.
So you got Riverdale and Ottawa. They go off at 4, and then shortly after that, you'll take the field shortly after that, and hope to get underway about
7:15.
you know. And we were pretty much on time last year. I don't think we had any problems last year.
We were exactly on time. We were kicking off at like 7:02 last year, and that's kind of what we planned, 7:02, 7:03. But you never know. You know, you may have one of those games that goes overtime. You never know. But most of the Oakland fans, I imagine, would be there early to watch Riverdale anyway. Get a sneak peek of Riverdale. It's one of those deals where if you're really an Oakland and Riverdale fan,
you'll be there for both of them.
Yeah,
you'll be there for both of them, so you can chat about it at the water cooler. That's what you want to do. All right, so let's get right to it, and I'll get you out of here. Your interview heavy, I hear. So anyway, what do you got to do? Come on, what do you got to do Friday night or Saturday afternoon? What do you got to do to beat these guys?
Well, you know, I think that they're going through a little bit of growing pains like we went through, you know, a new coach.
Yeah.
So we need some good things to happen early. We need some bad things for them to happen early. And so we're looking to have some positives real early and you know, be productive. We want to make sure that we're not just getting first downs, but we're actually getting in scoring position. We have a kicker that's going to be able to put it through the uprights if we get him inside, you know, the 36, 37-yard line. And then, of course, we'd like to, you know, get pay dirt in the end zone quite a bit.
Yep.
But at the same time, it all starts with our defense. Our defense can put our offense in great position to score. And like we normally do, we're going to rely on our defense early. You know, there's not a lot of film out there. You know, and it's the great unknown. So, you know, look for us on defense just to be pretty base and just kind of see where they're trying to attack us at. we're going to have to make some adjustments on the run because really and truly, we're kind of at a loss of what they're going to do. You know, we swapped our jamboree film, and that's about it. So, you know, it's one of those deals where it's going to be good for us to make adjustments. And because of that, we're going to definitely try to get on defense early and try to put our offense in good position.
Are you going to encourage the boys to play with an edge?
Well, you know, our guys had a bad taste in their mouth after losing at our stadium, our college stadium in our hometown.
Yeah.
You know, we invited a couple out-of-towners in last year. And, you know, our guys grew up in Murfreesboro. They want to be well represented, you know, they want to be good representatives of Murfreesboro. And we play this first ever event, and Blackman gets beat and we get beat. And so our guys have a little chance of redemption. You know, those guys, a lot of our seniors were juniors that got a lot of playing time last year. And so they know what it felt like to lose and walk off that field and you know, have a lot of Murfreesboro just looking at you like, you know, why couldn't you have done a little better?
Yeah.
But with that being said, you know, we have talked about that. You know, it's good to play in a college stadium. It's good to play on turf. Hopefully we'll end our season at a college stadium playing on turf. And so I think you need to learn how to win there.
All right. Saturday over at Floyd Stadium. Be there a little early because 4 o'clock is the first game. The second game will get underway shortly after that, around 7. So Oakland Patriots and the Jackson Northside Indians. Be there.